Vajiraman Ravi has been still there even during my mains preparation, during both my attempts 2023-24. I started my preparation in 2018 here as a foundation batch student, and finally I'm again back here 6 years later. The life has come full circle finally. I post-graduated actually in year 2018. After that I came to Vajiraman Ravi, as the name has always been there, where I was completely clueless कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं. And that year I think, ये join किया test series मैंने, and we had those regular feedback sessions.
GS
we had GS. I was enrolled for the GS thing. I had that regular feedback session after every copy that was checked. We had those mentoring sessions going on. So उससे पता चलता था what is wrong, where I should add on, what is the changes I need to make, etc. So it went like that, and I really scored good in GS. Last year also it was 435 marks in GS 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm Raj Krishna Jha, and this year I have been able to secure 8th rank in the UPSC Civil Service examination, and my optional was geography. So this year I was able to score 278 marks in geography. I followed the principal strategy that I followed was going back to the books. So in geography, principally you have Savinder Singh for geomorphology, climatology, oceanography and environment geography. And for biogeography, I had some notes available with me through online resources. Then I had for human geography, Majid Hussain and Dikshit. And similarly for Indian geography, I followed Khullar. So these were the books I followed. And in addition to that, what I did this year was, I took the geography test series program, which is the mains support program, which Shabir sir from EduChemi, he has a program after prelims, geography answer writing and main support program. So that's what I opted for in this year's paper. I tried to focus upon was clearing my basics first, and here what I tried was tried to go into as much depth as possible from the books. Then thereafter, the second thing which I did was practice the previous year questions, and the previous year questions were I tried to answer them, and I tried to have a what you would call framework answer ready for them. And the third thing, as I said earlier, was test series of Sabir sir. So here what I did was his advice on the time management part, his advice on inclusion of case studies in answers, his advice of inclusion of examples. That's what I tried to follow during my answer writing for geography. So there are multiple case studies, examples also which are also available online and also made available through search medium. I tried to incorporate those in my answers, trying to have a map somewhere mentioned, draw a map. Try to have again some examples relevant to current times, some case studies there are many interesting case studies which are available online for any topic, say possibilism, determinism, any case study, any real life examples. Say for example, having if there is a question on sequent occupants, then I tried to correlate it with, say, the city of Varanasi, where multiple generations of people have come, and you would find the remnants of their imprints over the years. That's what I tried to follow. Then there also are topics which are mentioned, like the theories that are there in human geography. Say for example, the agriculture theory, the least cost theory of Weber, the loss profit maximization theory, Christoller central place theory. Now these theories, what I did was, apart from the book, whatever it is mentioned in the book, I tried to have some case studies or some articles on Google Scholar available with me, and then tried to take out some salient points out of it to make correlation with whatever is happening currently. Say for example, how the least cost theory was used for setting up the industries in the US. The von Thunen's theory, agriculture, how is it relevant even today in some parts of the world, albeit in with some changes. The Burgess model of urban planning, and these models, whenever I was able to correlate them with whatever I saw around me or whatever I observed, it helped me understand them better. And again, these theories, what is to be covered, is everything is mentioned in the syllabus. I think there should be, the most emphasis should be to go through the syllabus once, and each and every topic that is mentioned, have some short notes on it, have some notes on it, and then focus on revising those notes. Try to give test series based on your notes. When you find the test series and if you have seen that okay, your notes are not sufficient or your notes are not getting a certain mark which you expect, then try to add examples available. And for that, Google UNEP Environment Program website, say for example on the deep ecology, shallow ecology questions, or anything regarding to climate change, going through the IPCC reports, summary of it. So those resources and those current affairs related part mixed with the theories, that for that I think books are the best resources to understand. One may also watch YouTube videos that are available for each of the theories, not necessarily related to UPSC but independently for them. Some videos made for academic purposes on those theories. One has to look into that in order to understand the topics, and perhaps through these approaches one could improve their answer writing. And that's how I tried to cover geography this time. Is par what I tried, I had online content. I used to focus more on the notes, toppers notes available with me in the last year. They are good in their own sense, but when I myself went through all the books myself and prepared the notes myself based on my language and tried to revise them, I found that my concepts were getting clear better in a better way. And second thing, I would again repeat the test series that I gave of Sabir sirs. That also helped me, one, to have better time management, and second, to understand the feel of it when I was giving the final geography paper, because I had already given test series earlier. So that's how I tried to improve upon this year. I think for me what I did was try to cover my optional before 3 months before prelims and complete it. Again here what I did was I wrote down the topics that I mentioned in the syllabus and tried to cover them with short plans, short 7 days plans. And it was not necessary every day I used to give my optional. It was more of okay, this is the time I have left and these are the topics I have to cover. So I tried to make up for the whatever the lost time I had, if at all I couldn't meet my targets in the subsequent time. And before 3 months of prelims I stopped my optional. Then I focused on my optional after prelims, and I think half of my time I used to give my optionals. I was benefited because I had geography as an optional, because there are many intersectionality with the GS papers, so I could afford to have half of my time for optional between prelims and mains. And that's how I think one could manage time. That is the added advantage having geography as optional. I tried to draw diagrams as much as possible, and those diagrams what I did was not in the main part but in the case studies. So for example, I am writing any case study on the California's almond, which has grown significantly. So I used to draw the map of US and mention California, and here writing something about the California almond, how it has been famous all over the world and how they have done it. So something case study on that part, and making diagrams on that part. The main focus for me was case studies and examples. Case studies, examples, commissions, committees in GSP, and also mentioning the intersectionality. So in my answers, if that is paper 2, I would also mention theories of paper 1, how they are relevant in paper 2 in Indian geography also. So that's how, giving examples of Rostov's, say, economic growth in any of the examples of industrialization, or trying to relate the questions related to agriculture some way or the other to Von Thunen. So that's how bringing the intersectionality between paper 1 and paper 2 also helped me understand the topics better when I'm writing the test series or when I'm thinking about the answers, and also might have helped me to improve my marks. Personally, for the most important thing is syllabus, going exhaustively the syllabus. Second would be going through the books. I think for me, Savinder Singh, Kullar, Dikshit, Majid Hussain, going through them really helped me hone my content better. And the third would be the test series. I think it is better that one try some questions and try to improve upon your answer writing based on the feedback that you get. Also, I would like to add that previous year questions do matter, and so going through the previous at least 5 years question before you go for answer writing of geography would also help you try at least understand the subject better and understand the paper better when you are giving the exam. I think for the caution that I would like to give is don't rely too much on online content. The basics has to be the first focus, and that's why I would caution to use too much of online content, too much of anyone's notes. I think the better way is to go to the books and go back to the basics, improve upon your knowledge, and also then correlate it with the real life examples, real life observations that we find. But the first thing is the books and not online content. So that's it for me, and thank you everyone, and wish you all the best for your attempts in the coming years. Thank you.